everyone, I hope that you're doing well and safe. Today I'm going to talk about something that not everybody talks about, and I think it's very important to not forget about these subjects in our life because I think it's something that we all need to learn because help us to live a better life and also to have better relationship with the people that is near us. That's why the topic I'm going to talk about is why it's important or why should students have mental health classes. First of all, I'm going to explain a little bit what is mental health. So, mental health includes our emotional, physiological, and social well-being. It means that affects how we think, feel, and act, and also helps determine how we handle stress, relate to others, and make choices. That's why mental health is so important at every stage of our life, from childhood to adulthood. So, we need to understand that we all have a brain that need to be care of. And why don't we start since we are kids? I think this might help us to avoid and solve a lot of problems in a simple way because sometimes as adults we don't know how to handle things, and maybe if we have the skills to since we're little, we avoid a lot of things. So we know that school sometimes can be rife with stress, anxiety, and panic attacks, and even burnouts. So as kids, we do everything the best way that we can. But sometimes it's better to know how to breathe and take a breath instead of freaking out and end up being a mess or making a mess of ourselves. That's why I think mental health is so important for kids. We need to learn and understand that head and body are connected. And if we are not mental good, we are going to feel sick in our body. That makes us feel sick and make us more vulnerable. Sometimes we struggle with mental health problems because of different reasons. And now we need to understand that not all kids or not all people needs to deal with mental health problems, but we all need to take care of our mental health. So, the first biological factors such as genes or brain chemistry is something that can influence in our mental health issues, life experience such as trauma or abuse, and family history of mental health problems. So, we need to know that suicide is the second cause of death in kids between 10 and 20. That's why this needs to be a priority in schools. We can take care of students before it's too late. So, how to take self-care in a successful way with tools that makes the difference can save a lot of lives. And some signs that a kid is struggling with something, it's having problems eating or sleeping, as eating too much or eating nothing or too little, or sleeping too much or too little. Putting away from people and usual activities, and also having low or no energy and feeling numb or like nothing matters. Those are the first signs or something is wrong with our mental health. So they need to learn how to respond to mental health crises as for themselves, as for the other kids, as for their friends, because sometimes other kids might having a mental crisis and we don't know what to do. As grown-ups, we don't know what to do because we never learn, and some of us are now learning how to do it, but maybe if we know it since we're kids, we have saved a lot of problems and situations. So the resource needs to be close to students, needs to be something that they can go and ask somebody and don't feel afraid of. It's okay to not be okay sometimes. That is something that we all need to learn and understand. And that's why it's so important to take breaks. Some kids, some students never take breaks because they think that if they take breaks, they will not be successful. But sometimes this is the key. This is why it's so important. So we can look for each other in a simple way with this mental health situation. If we learn, if we teach our kids, this may have like an impact in our society. So thank you for your attention, and I hope this helped you to be more conscious about this problem.